What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade number 1, aka the Feminist Killer, hashtag Logitorian. I want to give a special shout out to Joe the Philosopher. I'll put his channel in the description box. Check him out, he's real good. And for today's video, I want to talk about, you obviously accepting that we live in a systematic society. Everything you've been taught. Oh, you live in America. America is the place of opportunities. That is for the blue pill perspective. That's a blue pill perspective. The whole American dream, land of the free, that's all lip service. That's all propaganda, right? That's all ideal. That's an ideal way of thinking. That's why I say once you get rid of the cloud, once you get rid of the lenses, you understand that it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Humans are humans. Humans are fucked up regardless. It's not about it's not about black, white. It's not about red, white, or blue, or whatever country you from. Orange, green, white. Doesn't matter what color the fucking flag is. Doesn't matter who died for this system. Humans are savages. Humans are corrupt. And so they can use any synonym they want to advertise virtuosity, but there is no virtuosity. We don't value logic. And so the thing is, there is no exit strategy for escaping the matrix. Oh, take the red pill. That's how you escape. No, that's how you change your mentality. But at the end of the day, you still got to be around dumb, blue-pilled NPC idiots every day. Every day. That's never going to change. That's why for me, I start to desire being alone way more often than I used to over the years, right? And so there's nothing worse than being conscious in a world of unconsciousness, where everybody's blind, where everybody is hypnotized by the authorities, by the elites. Who runs this shit? The elites. People with money, people with materialism, because they traded off their souls, their morals, they traded it off, and they decided to be the puppet for the puppet master. They decide to carry out whatever needs to be carried out. Whatever objective needs to be completed, they signed on to do it. To be honest, we're all guilty of this because we work for the system. If you have a job and you got to pay your bills, you are unfortunately working for the system. You are corrupt to some degree. We are all corrupted. How do you avoid corruption? By speaking out against it, by working to change who you used to be, changing your mentality, changing your environment. And it's just like, the problem is, if you're not willing to enhance or evolve with your thinking, then you decided to communicate that you're not going to change and that you're going to continue doing the same stuff. And people with low IQs do that type of shit. And if you've seen Idiocracy, the movie, that's how it feels being black pilled. That's how it feels being red pilled. You are that one person who is brought in or who's come about in a world full of idiots, a world full of low IQ people who don't have a understanding of what's really going on around them. That's how it really feels. And for those who haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, it's a 2006 film with Luke Wilson in it, where he goes 500 years into the future. He sees how humanity has digressed in intelligence, and he has to basically reteach everything again. And so I recommend you guys go see that. It's a good film. But as a black pillar, as a person who accepts that there's no hope, that there's no solutions, no genuine exit strategy, the only way you can leave this bitch is death. And like I was telling some brothers yesterday, you ain't leaving this fucking system unless it's in an urn or unless it's in a casket. There's no other way, right? You can change your mentality. You can change the way you see things, right? Mentality, perception, they go hand in hand. But at the same time, you're still going to come across these blue pillars. You got to learn. The thing is, the Matrix lied to us. The movie. You can't just simply unplug and be in a shitty ass fucked up ship. You can't just unplug like that. You know, some say, oh, I'm taking it too literal, it's metaphorical, but at the same time, you can still be red pilled and have a red pill vision and still be overwhelmed. Be black pilled and still be overwhelmed. You being black pilled is not changing that other idiot. That's the price you got to pay for being intelligent. The more you increase in your intelligence, the more you make yourself stand out from the masses, the more you draw attention to yourself for being different. And people hate that. People despise that, right? And so the thing is, what do you do? What do you want to do? Do you want to continue trying to escape? Do you want to continue to try to change the world? I'm just going to let you know right now. You cannot change this world. Can't do it. There's 8 billion people on this world. There's 8 billion people, different ideologies. First of all, if you know you can't change a person, if you know you can't control what other people can do, then you know the world is out of your hands. I don't have, as much as I can't stand living in this degenerate world, I have to accept degeneracy and I have to let them be degenerate. Because I understand I can't change other people's actions. I can't get upset, you know, and like I was just watching a philosophical video with Anzo Ganger, who's another person you guys should subscribe to. I brought him up before. When you tie your happiness into outcomes or expectations, you leave yourself disappointed. And that's why I say, if you're not getting into the philosophical realm, you're not going to understand where I'm coming from. For those who stunt their growth by being stagnant, they're looking at me or people who speak from a philosophical point of view confused because they're not trying to enhance. Only the dumb people look at the intelligent people and question them in a negative way. Oh, what the fuck is he talking about? Are you even trying to understand? Oh, he's too smart, or he's too complicated. We're always quick to project our insecurities or our deficiencies onto other people. That person is not responsible for you not reading or not seeking the truth. That person is not responsible for you being optimistic and being hopeful, you know, for whatever reason. Don't allow people to trick you into believing something that doesn't exist. And that's what this society, this world as a whole does. They trick you into believing that you can be whatever you want to be. But as soon as that fucking commercial turns off, or that the new thing today is ads. As soon as that ad ends, you go out into that world, you got to deal with an uptight asshole. A piece of shit bigot that doesn't want to change his fucking ways. Don't let a 30-second advertisement convince you that you can actually leave this system or change humanity. You can't change humanity. You think because they attach some music to it to heighten the mood that there's hope? There is no hope. And I can look anybody in the eye and say there is no hope. You know? And when it comes to death, you should embrace death. Death is freedom from the physical prison that you've been brought into due to the fact that your dad fucked your mother and got her pregnant and brought you into this shit. Selfishly. So understand. And what does understand mean? Understanding means processing the information. Sometimes I think people go through the motion, but they don't process what they're doing. And so, therefore, the lack of understanding, it generates anger, it generates loneliness. And the thing is, we all feel like we're Luke Wilson in the movie Idiocracy, dealing with a bunch of idiots every fucking day. And to be honest with you, it's like, okay, I wish this shit was over. I wish I could just teleport somewhere where I don't have to deal with this shit. But you can't. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. You know? And so there's nobody out there, not even I can't change you. You know, you continuously seek hedonism, right? You continue to self-indulge in your desires. Then you're not going to understand where I'm coming from, and you're just going to be confused. Don't follow the masses. And another thing I want to talk about is, you know, this whole idea that everybody can be conscious, or AKA woke. Now, again, that's a fad that people jump on to feel popular, to feel included. And the thing is, only the few, and I'm not even saying that I'm intelligent, I think I'm dumb as fuck, but only the few can really be conscious. If everybody was conscious, then nobody can be taken advantage of, and that person won't be able to make money off of you. Think about that. If everybody could be equal, if everybody can be on the same playing field, then the elites won't be able to take advantage of you. They won't be able to make their money. They won't be able to generate wealth. So we need inequality. I'm just being honest. We need inequality. We got to get out of this fictional belief that, oh man, affirmative action, equality, man, we're making progress. You understand? So that's where it comes to, man. We're all in the matrix. We're never leaving the matrix. All you can do is pick a spot, sit there, and continue to become conscious. You know, again, I kind of got off on a tangent a little bit. Again, this whole woke campaign is bullshit. That's some low IQ. That's for the dumb masses. Consciousness and whatever this new thing is, woke, which I know what it is. It's some bullshit slang for awake, but they say woke. It sounds fucking retarded. It sounds dumb. But again, like dumb human beings do, dummies follow anything. They look at something and they latch on it because it's the new trend that everybody's doing. And that's what I think. Stupid people follow trends. I don't need to follow something because everybody else is doing it just for the sake of doing it. Because it's a high. It gives me an ego boost. It gives me a feeling of acceptance. But does it make sense? question that shit logically from a logical standpoint, which most people don't do. Most people don't question anything. They just fucking go through the motion. I'm not that type of motherfucker to go through the motion. I question shit. And so everybody is not going to be conscious. But if you want to grow in consciousness, you got to go through philosophies. That's why I say get into philosophies. Get into Stoicism. Get into Buddhism. You don't have to be a monk to understand Buddhism. You can take parts of it. You can take parts of Stoicism. That's what grants you the mindset of being black pilled. But ultimately, once an idea hits the masses, it loses its impact. You know, that's all I could say. You know, it's really the people that are not well known, the people that don't get a lot of attention. Those are the people that you need to pay attention to. I don't pay attention to mainstream media because that's not going to apply to me. That's not going to suit me. That's not going to complement the black pill ideology. Nothing in the mainstream media will complement the black pill ideology. If people don't understand your ideology, why are you watching their content? Why are you consuming their media? Why are you listening to what they have to say? You know? And so therefore, if everybody's chasing the same things, you're going to continue to get the same replicate over and over again. It's hopeless. Animal instincts, human nature. But anyway, this is Renegade number 1. Like the video, share, subscribe to Joe the Philosopher. Peace.